Hello viewers, I'm Jane, the Ultimate Filipina. Today's episode is my final video on my spousal abuse series based on my interview and collaboration with young J. Marie Garcia, known as JM on her YouTube channel. I will put the link to JM channel and my interview with her in this video description. The intent of this video is not to decide wrong or right, or to take sides. It's to highlight the fact that spouse abuse by foreigners in the Philippines does exist and happens more often than advertised or there is awareness of. In fact, there are cases in the Philippines and abroad where Filipina have been beaten or even killed by foreigners. It does not happen often, but it does happen. In GM case, a protection order was issued with visitation restrictions. No protection order is issued without evidence beyond a shadow of doubt in the Philippines, or without significant and verifiable proof of abuse requiring the protective order. Of course, you get stories on both sides, since her husband is also a vlogger and stated his side of things on his channel. It's common for some foreigner men to take the male side of things, and because of the age gap in the relationship, blame the wife as a gold digger and player who is lying because she had been cheating online according to the husband. The problem with his side of things is he has not shown any proof of his accusations, while GM has plenty of evidence. Watch her channel to see the protection order and evidence. In fact, when filing a protection order, the plaintiff can file a criminal complaint as well, but GM give him the benefit of doubt as well, as the father of her child visitation rights, privilege under restrictive measures. I myself have received bashing and not nice comments in interviewing and collaboration with GM, and she has received even more. It's a man's natural reaction, an instinct to protect the man and believe his story. No matter how much evidence the Filipino provides on his mental, physical, and abusive behavior. It's not secret. JM has 2 kids by a Filipino man prior to marrying JM, and it did not stop her husband, Jose, from marrying her. The truth is JM is young, beautiful, and alluring, and he was pushing 70, and his last desire and determination to have GM permanently 24/7 made him ignore the fact and responsibility of marrying a single mom with a 40 years plus age gap. On top of that, he made her pregnant and tried to isolate from her family and kids. GM is from a traditional Filipino family with both parents and cultural norms. Foreigners should know that you never try to isolate a traditional and ultimate Filipina from her family. More importantly, when one marries a single mom, you inherit her previous kids as well. From a responsibility perspective, impregnating her and trying to start a separate family will fail before it begins if you ignore her kids. If you really think about it, based on the information I gathered, JM was the cooler head of the two and tolerate his habits, behavior, and male dominance until it became unbearable. She tried to persevere and hoped things would get better or manageable. If you know anything about Filipino culture and tradition, once married, the intent is forever. It takes a really cold-hearted and abusive man to make a Filipina walk away with no regrets or thought of reconciliation from a marriage. Just because a Filipina is young and poor does not mean she can be ignored, disrespected, and abused because the man is the breadwinner. A young Filipina has her own aspirations, dreams, goals, and self-actualization thoughts. Marrying her for physical attributes, youth, and to give her a home and security does not change her desire to help the family and find her own career or niche. When a man wants to make a Filipina a housewife because of thirst, subservience, and personal motives, and she had kids from a previous relationships, you need to discuss and come to common ground and mutual agreement on helping her support her kids. That responsibility does not go away because you got a strong libido from banging her and want to ignore her kids as much as possible. No matter who was right or wrong in the relationship, if you are aware of her kids, as apparently Jose was, and foolishly go ahead and marry her, then you are the problem and not the solution. Many expat and Filipino vloggers put high emphasis on the pros and cons of marrying a single mom Filipina. They actually don't recommend it more often than not. There is no way as if vlogger Jose had not watched the many videos and the many risks associated with dating, cohabitating, or marrying a single mom. In fact, Jose has added more drama and responsibility to her life by making her pregnant to put his legacy in her, then improper treatment of her forcing her to become a single mom with 3 kids and low income again. He is now traveling in the Philippines and abroad and eating fine meals in a variety of places. GM is shopping at the market and cooking at home. The Filipina always loses even when the man claims to be the victim and the Filipina the culprit. The good ending to this sad situation is that GM family has rallied to her side and welcomed her back home and gives her unfettered support and love. Jose is in his own recovery, whatever that entails and consists of, but it's obvious he is still searching and misses his daughter and GM very much. At 70 years old, he is on the road again. I'm Jane, the ultimate Filipina, wishing you an ultimate day, an ultimate life in the Philippines. Take care. Bye.